Hey there, everyone. My name is Inanna. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be doing an energy prediction reading for the month of August 2019 for all 12 zodiac signs. I'm really excited for this. This is actually going to be my first video on this channel, so I'm going to be really excited to get this ball rolling and welcome in a bunch of new viewers. So we're going to get right into it, and we'll be starting with Aries. Aries, I've already got your cards laid out for you here, and I will show them to you. Aries, for the month of August 2019, you have got the Nine of Coins, the Knight of Coins, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Coins, Ten of Cups, Nine of Wands, the Lover's card, the Six of Wands card, and the Five of Cups. All right, Aries. So let's get right into it. Right off the bat, what I'm seeing here is that you're going into August with really, really solid energy behind you. Maybe you've had a really fun summer so far. Maybe you've gone on a lot of vacations, or you spent time with a lot of family members, friends. I'm also seeing a lot of really positive stuff related to your career. You've got a lot of coins cards. Coins are associated with wealth, finances, and your career. So I'm seeing a lot of cards that point to you starting to lay the foundations to explore a new facet of your career. So maybe you have some new ideas that you're working with. Maybe you've started a new project. Maybe you got a promotion. But I am seeing that you're working hard towards achieving that, and that it's paying off for you so well. You've been having a really good summer thus far. I'm also seeing that maybe you could be exploring some new relationships, some of you. Maybe there's new love in your life or just new friendships, because we've got the Lover's card here. And the Lovers doesn't have to be just romantic. This can also be you finding a new friend or a new person in your life that you're going to be very close to. Maybe you're rekindling a relationship with a family member or something like that. You've gotten really close to, let's say, a neighbor or something. And it's all about having fun and this really positive give and take in this exchange of energy. Moving forward, again, I'm seeing the Knight of Coins here. The Knight of Coins being you going into battle, and starting to improve your financial position, starting to improve your position at work. Ten of Cups card here. I'm seeing that you're having a lot of really interesting connections with family members, rekindling relationships there. And then you've got the Six of Wands card, which is really interesting here. So this is a card of victory. So you're having a victorious summer thus far. But then there is a little bit of a shift, Aries. I will tell you that. So then we've got these three cards here. So the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Cups. So these are all cards associated with being burnt out, being disappointed, cards of feeling like you need to shield or protect yourself from whatever's going on around you because things have gotten a little bit chaotic. So from this spread, Aries, I'm picking up on the fact that you've been working really hard. You've kind of been nonstop, go, be it either through work, through taking care of family members, being there for family members, or just having fun. Maybe you've been excuse my sniffling, by the way. My allergies are kind of bothering me today. But maybe you've been, like I said, going on a lot of vacations, or just you've been in a constant state of forward motion, Aries. So for the month of August 2019, I'm going to suggest that maybe you take it a little bit easy. Excuse me for 1 second. Just take it easy, maybe relax a little bit more, maybe don't try to be as on the go as you always are. And it's so funny because that is so synonymous with the sign of Aries. Aries is so go, and it's this very quick moving, intense, always very energetic Martian energy. So just try to, be peaceful and be at peace, be relaxed. Don't burn yourself out. Don't overdo it, because August 2019 does have some kind of like funky energy around it for you. So just try to take things a little bit easier going forward. Relax more, spend more time at home, maybe read more books, spend more time out in nature, maybe, out by the beach. Like if you live near the beach, just doing something kind of like calm and placid to help recenter your energy, because you've been overexerting it throughout the month because you've been so go, 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 go. So it's time to kind of reel that energy back in and conserve it so that you can go into August 2019 with the psychological and emotional strength through the reserves that you've built up through this rest. All right, Aries. So next we're going to be doing Taurus. All right, so what energy does August 2019 have for all of my Tauruses? Show me some energy shifts and predictions for Taurus for August 2019. Taurus for August 2019. What do we have? What do we see? What are we looking at? Taurus for August 2019. Taurus for August 2019. All right. Taurus. August 2019. Taurus. August 2019. Alrighty, Taurus for August 2019. What do we have here? Taurus, your first card is the Eight of Wands. Next we have the Six of Coins. The World. Interesting. Let's see. You've got the Star. Taurus, you have got fantastic energy for 2019. August, I'm sorry. You've got amazing energy coming up. Six of Cups there. Three of Wands. Taurus, look at you. Queen of Cups. Nine of Wands. Who's that Nine of Wands card again? And the Magician. Very interesting. All right, so Taurus for the month of August 2019. Well, Taurus, you've got some pretty damn solid cards here. Yeah. So Taurus, I'm also seeing for you that the summer has kind of been go, 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 but in a very productive way. Maybe you've been having a lot of new experiences. Maybe you've been traveling a lot or delving into some into some new projects, and you're having a ball. You're having a lot of fun. You're kind of being swept away by all of the energy around you, and you're kind of fully immersing yourself in this like crazy, wild, forward-moving energy that's around you right now. I'm also seeing that maybe there's something going on with you related to like having something similar to a spiritual awakening. And it doesn't have to be that on the nose or that fatalistic, but maybe you're just kind of exploring new facets of yourself more. Maybe you're opening yourself up more to new influences around you. Maybe you've been trying to do more humanitarian things. I'm definitely seeing that here very strongly as well. That you've been kind of embracing your empathy more, your intuition more. You've been doing more to help others. You've been doing more to reconnect with your inner child. Some of you have had kids, or you've been working with children or doing things specifically to help children or surrounding children. Overall, I am seeing that a lot of you guys have been delving forward into this really compassionate, caring, diplomatic, empathetic, intuitive energy. So energy surrounding you right now is very, very positive, and that is going to propel you forward into August in a really profound way. I will say, though, because the Nine of Wands card is in this spread, maybe some of you have been feeling a little bit overwhelmed by everything that's going on around you. The Nine of Wands is associated with feeling wounded or feeling burnt out, exhausted, so much so to the point where you want to fence yourself in and be completely guarded and kind of cut yourself off from the rest of the world. So maybe some of you are feeling this desire to retreat because Taurus is a little bit more of an introverted sign. So maybe everything that's been happening around you has kind of taken a lot out of you. But that being said, regardless, moving into August, your energy is phenomenal. We have got these fantastic cards here: the World, the Three of Wands, and the Magician card. So this is energy that you're going to be bringing into August with you. So yeah, you might want to travel. You might want to maybe reach out to people that you normally wouldn't. You might want to volunteer. You might want to put yourself in a position where you're connecting with people from all different walks of life. Or if there's a project that you've started, if there's some creative venture that you've been looking towards, that you've been laying the groundwork for, you're going to see that come to fruition and come to a head in a really significant way. Definitely. Because again, you've also got the Three of Wands card here, which is all about expansion. I'm looking forward and thinking ahead to the future, laying your roots so that you can create a future for yourself. And with the World card and the Magician card here, I'm seeing that you definitely have all of the tools under your belt at this moment in time to manifest anything that you desire. Anything that you want to achieve is literally yours for the taking right now. Your energy, let me say, I feel like I've said this 8 times already, but your energy is fantastic. So if there's something that you want to do, if there's some place that you want to go, if there's some place in the world that you want to travel to, if there's something that you want to experience, if there's any kind of experience that you want to have, be it going to a concert, like, God, what is something else? Like, Taurus is very creative, maybe working on something Venusian, like songwriting or storytelling, or something related to work, your finances, what have you, any kind of creative project, any kind of creative venture, anything that puts you in a position where you're able to connect more with larger facets of people around you in some really profound way. Do that. And it doesn't have to be just that. As I said before, really anything that you want to direct your energy towards in August will be successful. You have the Magician card here. This is the Master Manifester. This guy can achieve all of his goals. He knows what he's doing. He can work with all of the elements around him. He's the ultimate alchemist. Alchemist. Why did I say alchemist? He's the ultimate alchemist. So yeah, August is looking pretty good for you, Tauruses, and I hope that you can take this energy and do something really productive and profound with it. All right, Gemini. Gemini, you are up. You are up next. Okay, so what does August 2019 hold for all of my Geminis? What does the energy look like in August 2019 for Gemini? Gemini. What does your energy look like in August 2019? Come on, Gemini. August 2019 for Gemini. August 2019 for Gemini. Here we go. All right. Gemini, August 2019. What do we have in store for you? All right, Gemini. Here's what your August is going to look like. Queen of Wands is your first card. 4 of Swords. Judgment. We've got the 2 of Wands here. 3 of Coins. 6 of Wands. Seven of Wands, Five of Coins, and the Six of Coins here. All right, all of my lovely, lovely gems. I am seeing that you have had some really fiery energy surrounding you lately. In the past section of your spread, you've got the Queen of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Wands card. So you may have been stepping into yourself a bit more, developing a stronger sense of self-confidence or stronger sense of self. You've been doing a lot of planning as well, a lot of planning or creating or laying the roots or the foundation for your future. And maybe that was going, maybe that worked in tandem or went hand in hand with you developing a stronger sense of self. Maybe your self-assuredness or your self-confidence was a direct result of you making plans for yourself. You may have come into your own, so much so to a point where other people may have been threatened by it. So maybe you've kind of had a rough month in that you may have been like, I don't want to say rubbing people the wrong way because that sounds like kind of funky, but maybe your energy has just strengthened and improved so much to a point where you've had to let go of some connections, some friendships, maybe didn't want as many people around you, or maybe you've just kind of gone through a stronger transformation of self where you've really come into your own, you've become more assertive, you've become more confident, and maybe some people along the way have been intimidated by that. But ultimately, all of this has been to your benefit, and it's all been to ensure that going forward, you're going to have all the best laid plans in place so that you can further achieve your goals. Now, moving forward, I am seeing that maybe this energy has exhausted you a little bit. We've got the Four of Swords card here, which is the card of rest. And then we've also got the Five of Coins card beneath that, which says to me that, again, maybe the sense of alienation or the sense of this process, of self-discovery has kind of left you feeling a little bit drained or a little bit burnt out. Maybe you're feeling a little bit nostalgic for the way that things were before you stepped into the sense of self-discovery. And so now you're kind of at a period where you want to rest and you want to be stagnate, and you're being encouraged to do so. But then you also have the Three of Coins in the center of this reading. The Three of Coins being working with other people, getting involved in group projects, devoting yourself to a cause with other people around you. So because Gemini is an air sign, I am an air sign as well, I'm an Aquarius. Air signs are very, very sociable. Air signs need that exchange of energy and information between themselves and other people in order to feel, honestly, emotionally fulfilled, Gemini. So you could be really missing that is what I'm picking up on, and you could be feeling very burnt out by this forced sense of like loneliness or isolation, or maybe you've also realized that a lot of the people around you that you thought were your friends, or you thought were close to you, or you thought had your back, maybe didn't have your back as much. So this is energy that I'm picking up on. However, going forward, we are starting to see a more positive shift. You've got some really positive cards in this next section of your spread here. So taking this energy of the last couple weeks or months of feeling drained, of feeling burnt out, of feeling misunderstood, of going on this process of like self-discovery and asserting yourself and really coming into who you are, discovering what you want, who you want to be, what you need in order to take care of yourself. You need to use wise judgment moving forward in terms of how to now interact with this energy and use it in a very positive way to be successful. And once you do that, you will be successful because you've got the Six of Wands card in this spread, which is the card of victory. Okay, so use your judgment, figure out who's worthy of being around in your life, who isn't. which connections are worthy of keeping, which aren't, which people are going to help you along your journey and who aren't. Yeah. And when you find those people, ensure that it's a balanced, equal relationship. This is essentially what I'm trying to say. You need balance and equilibrium in your relationships in your life. Don't let people take advantage of you. Don't let people walk all over you. Don't surround yourself with people who are going to deplete you of this strong sense of self and this incredibly self-assured energy that you've been creating for yourself. Find the right people around you. Devote yourself to a cause, or if you've already devoted yourself to a cause, in terms of like work, group projects, anything constructive that you're doing with other people, basically. And if you're already doing that, like I said, then continue to do so and make sure that you're doing it with the right people, Gemini. All right. Okay. So next we're going to move into Cancer. All of my lovely, lovely Cancers out there. Step up to the bat, honey. Step up to the plate because you are next. Sorry, I'm just checking the time. Want to make sure that my camera's not going to run out of time here. Okay. So, Cancer. So, what does August 2019 hold for all of my lovely, lovely Cancerians? What does the energy look like for Cancers for 2019? August 2019. I'm sorry. What does the energy look like for Cancers for August 2019? Cancers, August 2019. Cancers for August 2019. And this will also apply to me because I'm a Cancer rising. Cancers for August 2019. What does the energy of August 2019 look like for all of my Cancers? Cancers in August 2019. Here we go. Alrighty. Cancers in August 2019. What does your energy look like? All right, Cancers. First card. Knight of Coins. Queen of Cups. Six of Swords. Interesting. Justice. Queen of Coins. Ace of Wands. All right. Four of Coins. Seven of Wands. And your final card is the Eight of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Cancers, August 2019. Let's see what we got here. All right, Cancers. I need to take that robe off. It's getting hot in here. Okay, Cancer. So I am seeing that the last couple months or last couple weeks, you've been really focused on your career. That could be changing jobs, starting a new facet of your career, directing your energy more so towards laying the foundations for you to explore for you to enter into a new stage of your career or the way that you make money, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm seeing that it's been profitable for you and you've been, excuse me, you've been really working on holding on to your money as well. Even if maybe you haven't been exploring a business venture that's been very profitable for you, you have definitely been very astute about your money. You've been holding on to your money. You've been careful with your spending. You've been trying not to needlessly spend, and you've been trying to be practical about money. But going forward, the energy that you need to step into is one of balancing out your newfound practicalities and your newfound interest and investment in your work, your finances, and how to go about things in a more like earthy or Capricorn way. Like, you're really embodying the traits of your opposite sign, which is Capricorn. But you need to find a way to balance out that, in addition to that naturally feminine, empathetic, intuitive, emotional side of yourself. So Cancer is one of the most emotional signs of the entire zodiac, and it is also one of the most feminine signs of the entire zodiac. Cancer embodies that yin, receptive, intuitive energy. But since you've like found a way to now, over the course of the last couple of weeks or months, incorporate the energy of your opposing sign, Capricorn, more, and Capricorn is a very paternal, kind of stern, no nonsense, very grounded, business savvy sign. So now that you are stepping into that energy as well, you need to find a good balance within yourself. And part of finding a good balance is letting go of relationships that no longer serve you, or people who may be draining you of both sides of that energy. So maybe you have like a friend or a family member or something who is like really, really reliant on you for money, or it doesn't have to be just money. It could also be just like, just someone who takes a lot out of you. You feel like you're in a position where you constantly have to be defensive for some reason or another. And this is depleting you of this yin and yang energy that you've recently like stepped into. So you need to find a way to balance that. You need to find a way to defend yourself from these forces and these people and these entities that need to drain you and deplete you of this fantastic new energy. And in doing so, you're going to step into a sort of very transitionary stage. It's going to be like a rite of passage. You're going to be experiencing a lot of change within yourself. There's going to be a lot of new opportunities that will arise for creation as a result of you balancing out this practical and intuitive energy within yourself. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to embark on new creative ventures. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to, or just, strengthen your sense of self. Step into a stronger sense of self-awareness, step into a stronger sense of self-confidence. Embody the energy of the element of fire. The element of fire is unapologetic. It's bold. It's courageous. It takes a lot of risks. It asserts itself. And again, it's very, very creative energy. So this is all going to help you along your rite of passage and your transition as you develop this energy within yourself. I do have the 8 of Swords card here as well, which is typically the card of, feeling like a victim, feeling as though you're bound, like you're in a situation that you can't escape from. And in my bottom spread, this is the card right before the 7 of Wands card, which again is the card of feeling defensive. So if there's anyone or anything in your life that is making you feel this defensive energy, or making you feel like you can't balance out these two halves of yourself, because this is going to be essential to your development moving forward. In order for you to step into your highest self and be successful and victorious and achieve your goals, you have to balance out these two polarities of yourself. You're just now discovering how to do that. You're stepping into that energy, or maybe you have discovered how to do that, but now you're asserting your ability to do that. So in order to continue on this path successfully, and find a way to balance these two polarities long term, you're going to need to let go of anyone or anything that is holding you back, be that a job that's not working for you anymore, a relationship that's not working for you anymore, a friendship that's not working for you anymore, a family member who's been sleeping on your couch for the last 6 months and says they will get a job, but like they never end up getting a job. Like, get rid of it. Get rid of it, because it's not what you need right now, and it's not serving you. The 8 of Swords card, this girl here, it's all about feeling like a victim and feeling like your hands are tied and you can't do anything about your current circumstances. But if you'll notice in this card right here, she's not bound. She could easily escape the situation if she wanted to. And you are very much in the same boat. If you want to free yourself of what is holding you back from stepping into this duality of energy that is going to make you so happy and so successful in your life, in anything that you set your mind to, then you're going to have to get yourself out of those ropes. You're going to have to remove those restraints from yourself. Again, step into this fiery energy, be self-sufficient, be self-confident, be bold, be courageous, take risks, be creative, and this will serve you best in the end. All right, Cancer. Leo, you are up. Leos are up next. All right, so what does August 2019 hold for all of my Leos? What is the energy that Leo is going to experience going into August 2019? What does August 2019 look like for Leos? My cards won't shuffle. August 2019 for Leos. What do we have here? Wow. These cards don't want to shuffle, Leo. What's going on? What's going on with you? Okay. August 2019 for Leo. August 2019 for Leo. August 2019 for Leo. August 2019 for Leo. What does August 2019 hold for Leo? Okay. Leo, August 2019. Okay, Leo. Here's what your August looks like. So you've got the Five of Swords as your first card. Nine of Coins. Five of Coins. Two of Swords. Strength. Oh, the card of Leo. Interesting. Cool. All right. Three of Cups is your next card. The Sun. The Page of Swords. And your last card is the Queen of Swords. All right. Leos, I'm seeing that you may have been under some stress, a little bit of stress these last couple weeks or months, and that you may be avoiding the stress or downplaying the stress because Leo is such a optimistic, magnanimous sign. So you could be trying to supplement this stress with having fun or pampering yourself or just telling yourself that everything is going to be okay, even if at a surface level things do not at all seem okay. And this positivity and this sense of endless optimism is absolutely a strength of yours. It's a trait that not a lot of other signs have, and you're very lucky to have it. I'm seeing that you may have been pushed to a point where you felt like you needed to win no matter the cost. You needed to come out on top, or you were put in a situation where you felt like you had to make a choice. And this could be a choice regarding your career. It could be like whether or not you want to stay in a relationship, whether or not you wanted to keep a particular friendship. But throughout it all, you had this endless sense of optimism and warmth that was like shining out to the people around you. You were pampering yourself. You were exhibiting strength. Running into like disappointments, running into issues with friends, family members, etc. But always ensuring that you kept on a brave face for the people around you, and most importantly for yourself, making sure that you were able to keep yourself going no matter what. Now, I am seeing that you are going to need to step into a period where, because you've got so much swords energy here, you're going to need to step into a period where, in order to overcome this sense of feeling overwhelmed or feeling like the stress surrounding you is becoming too much, or whatever choice that you have to make in your life is too much and you're not quite sure what to do about it. In order to overcome this, and I also think just like as a general rule of thumb in being, a Leo or really any sign, you're going to need to start embodying the traits of your polarity, which is the sign of Aquarius, which is me. You're going to need to start stepping into the energy of Aquarius, which is a little bit more detached, a little bit more practical in nature, a bit more like scientifically oriented, if that makes sense. And Aquarius is also an optimistic sign, but it's like practical optimism. So Aquarius isn't optimistic for the sake of it. Aquarius puts action and movement into optimism to then see results. So that's what you're going to need to do. So instead of, pampering yourself or surrounding yourself with beautiful things, beautiful clothing, going out, partying, etc., or even just, telling yourself repeatedly, like, everything's, I don't have to worry about that. Like, I'll deal with that later, or, blah, 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 blah. Instead of doing that, try focusing on putting practical action forward. So maybe take necessary steps in your life to create the energy that you want to see, rather than just trying to fabricate it with like kind of superficial things. So maybe strengthen your friendship with friends, like lean into your friends more heavily, maybe. Maybe start a new project. Maybe like, Leo is such an extremely creative sign. Maybe start doing anything that like stimulates your mind, or something like intellectual, and get to a point where you're able to separate your intellect and logic from your emotional self. And that is ultimately what's going to get you out of this funk that you've been in, because I am seeing that maybe you've been in a little bit of a funk. You've got the Five of Swords here, which is the card of feeling like you've been kind of pushed to the brink, and that you need to do whatever is within your power to succeed, whatever is within your power to win at all costs, no matter what's going on. Then you've got the Two of Swords here underneath it, which again is the card of making tough decisions. It's the card of needing to make a choice. It's the card of being at a stalemate. And then you've got the Five of Coins as well, which is the card of worry, anxiety, feeling left out in the cold, if you will. So, yeah, there's kind of, some not so great energy that's been following you around lately. And the way to break out of it is to start embracing your polarity, to start putting action behind your optimism. So again, don't just steep yourself with like physical, material things that will bring you happiness in the short term. Don't just go out to every party or every nightclub, or, put on like a full face of makeup, or do your hair up, or dress down to the nines. And that's not going to ultimately make you feel emotionally fulfilled. What's going to make you feel emotionally fulfilled is tuning into that more magnanimous side of yourself, tuning into that side of yourself that is people loving and, wants to be in groups, wants to share and exchange and give energy with others, wants to help other people. And also tune into your intellectual side a bit more. Stimulate your intellect. Do anything that's going to really start, make you think. This is what's going to help you bring that inward positivity outward to the surface, where it can shine for everyone to see. All right, Leo? So, Virgo, you are up next. Alrighty, Virgos. So right off the bat, I'm seeing that the last couple of weeks or months for you have maybe been a little bit difficult. I've got the Three of Swords here. This was the first card that I pulled for you guys. This is the card of heartbreak. It's the card of breakups. It's a card of emotional turmoil, basically. So you may have experienced that to a degree. Maybe some of you did go through a really tough breakup. Maybe some of you lost someone who was very close to you. Maybe you experienced like the end of a friendship or something like that. And I can also see that it's really kind of been messing with you and giving you a lot of anxiety. But the thing about Virgos is your superpower comes from your intellectual reserves and your mental strength and your capacity for a really strong state of mind. And I'm also seeing this here as well, that underneath all of the emotional turmoil and all the bullshit, there's still a very intense well of emotional strength, which you've been leaning into in order to get through this tough time. You've been kind of throwing yourself into your intellectual pursuits in order to kind of negate what's happening with you emotionally. But what I will say is this: you are being encouraged to embrace the more emotional side of yourself. And that's really what I think August 2019 is ultimately going to be all about, because I've kind of been getting this for every single reading I've done for all the signs prior to. It's all about embracing your polarity. In your case, your polarity is the sign of Pisces. So Pisces is a very mystical, intuitive, emotional sign. So the cards are saying that you need to feel your emotions. You can't just like push them away in favor of intellectual pursuits. You need to hang on to them in order to process them well. And in order to process all of the anxiety and heartbreak and pain and loss that you've been feeling lately. However, I am also seeing that this is helping to usher in a new facet of self. You know, we've got the Fool here in the reading. This was the second card that I pulled for you guys. The Fool is all about new beginnings, starting a new journey, stepping forth into a new facet of who you are. And the way to do this is to do so boldly and to do so courageously. Develop your sense of self. Be strong about who you are. Be self-assured in who you are and your beliefs, your principles, what you want, what you need. Assert yourself and have fun at the same time. We have the Knight of Wands here and the Six of Cups, and those are both cards associated with having fun, letting loose, having a good time. The Six of Cups card here is all about embracing your inner child. Your inner child wants to come out to play. Your inner child wants to be let out. Spend time with family members that you haven't seen in a while. Visit, home. If you are a person who moved out of state, go home. Like spend time in your family, with your family, reconnect with your roots. And this is ultimately the thing that is going to lead you to success. But August 2019 for you is all about personal development, personal growth. It's all about embracing your emotional side and embracing your fun-loving side. It's all about putting yourself out there more, being more sociable, being more intuitive, being more emotionally attuned to yourself. This is all about self-development and learning how to think and move beyond your immense intellectual capacity, your immense capacity for intellectual strength and courage. There is courage in being emotional too. There is also courage and strength in embracing and understanding who you are as an emotional being. And also it's the healthiest way to process what you have been dealing with, what you have been experiencing. If you have experienced this loss or heartache, or just like disappointment, it doesn't even have to be as fatalistic as, like loss. It could just be, maybe you've run into some disappointment. Maybe you didn't get the job that you wanted. Maybe you didn't get the promotion that you wanted. Maybe you weren't able to take a vacation or go see a friend of yours, just anything that would bring you a sense of disappointment. The best way through that and out of it is to emotionally process it and to take this as an opportunity to rebuild yourself and become a stronger, more self-assured person. And then you will step into the ultimate Virgo energy. King of Coins here. Coins representing the element of earth, Virgo being an earth sign, all about being practical, being self-assured, being grounded, business savvy, et cetera, having like a real mind for practical, grounded, down-to-earth matters. When you embrace this emotional side of yourself, when you put yourself out there more, when you're more sociable, when you honor your inner child's wants, needs, what do you want? What do you need? What would make you feel emotionally fulfilled at your most internal, deep self that maybe you don't or aren't ready to acknowledge yet? rebuild yourself, rebrand yourself in this way, put yourself out there more, connect with people more, have more fun, be bold, be courageous, be self-assured, be self-confident, discover who you are. Find out who you are, what you want, what you need. Discover who you are as a person and what is going to make you feel emotionally fulfilled. And that is your goal for August 2019, Virgo.